very late today. And that music you hear lets you know it's Funky Friday on the Morning Night Live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you've got a nice weekend plan. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. Does that help? There you go. I hope you have a nice weekend plan. I know my weekend's going to be pretty chill. I think we have a party to go to tomorrow night. A friend who's retiring or something. And then, I don't know. I'm just going to try to get things done around my yard. So nothing big planned, but should be good. And I'm late, so let's just not waste a whole lot of time. Johnny, wake up. Play the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way, but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawg Knight. All right, let's stop that music, and we're going to start this music. It's Funky Friday on the Morning Night Live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Marty, your host, also known as Dawg Knight on the internet. And welcome to the Morning Night Live on a Funky Friday on this 29th of October, 2021. Yes, 2 days before Halloween. And, that's what we got planned. We're going to have trick-or-treaters on Sunday. I was trying to make, what are we doing on Sunday? Yeah, trick-or-treaters, man. I got to go out and buy the candy bars. And we give out full-size candy bars. And I think I'm going to do candy bar and then maybe bags of popcorn and like not, like caramel corn or maybe. I don't know. We're gonna give out some good stuff because kids know that they're going to come get some good stuff at our house. Before we get started, I already have a sponsor today. I have a sponsor kicking off the show. That would be Gunfox 61 with a couple of them here. I'm going to just do the little first one here. There, that shows that Gunfox is the new top donor of the day, or he was when we were off the air. Thank you, Gunfox, for the first one here that says, the Department of Justice is still going after parents who disagree with commie CRT, raping of young girls, and schools covering up most crimes because of equity. Not good. Yes. Yeah, they're still... Merrick Garland doesn't seem like he's ready to back off on this kind of nonsense thing that he's doing here. What do I got to go in here? Okay, there we go. So that is true. Thank you for sponsoring the show. But then Gunfox threw out the big gun here. And I'm going to play this one too. Everyone's favorite Abby. Well, I don't know if it's everybody's, but I'm just saying. Fine young individual in the Abbey. With the second one, these are from a little while ago. I think Gunfox is working this morning, so he threw a couple bucks in the tip jar, and honestly, he is. You are the new Streamland Superstar sponsor of the day. With the big gun here. London County schools covered up more forced snuggle struggles and pushed for the victims not to press charges because it could hurt the kids' lives. But in the end, covered it up anyways. A few happened in middle school to both girls, new report says. And that's going to be leading off today as soon as I get to the actual news part of the show, which will be shortly. But, I got to say good morning to y'all. Okay, so let's say the good mornings and get that out of the way, and then we'll get it going. First in the chat today was Mike Savage Blarg, and you get the bell, sir. Thank you for being Johnny on the spot again. Good morning also to Wikipedia Snippet. Second. No, I said second, not suck it. Second. Also, good morning, Renee Mayette, Select a Boy. Yeah, also, good morning to Tyler F. Uncle Bad Touch.
Come on, man.
I know who you are. Also, good morning to DI Freighter Watcher. Good morning, Zero the Hero. Attack Alpacas in the house. Tyler F. DI. Oh, I said DI Freighter Watcher. I said Tyler F. already. Who else is here in the chat? There's quite a few, but I can't. Oh, let's go, Brandon. That's Renee Mayette's in the house. Special Cat Acid. Good morning. Also, good morning to Cigar Chop and Penguin. Happy Halloween. A few days early. Got you in the background while I wait for my first of an almost full day of meetings. Well, I hope that they're not too boring and you stay awake during all of those. Good morning to you. Also, good morning, Scotty Dubs. Nice to see you here. Let's see. And there's a bunch of you who are lurking and whatnot. Lurking, working, driving, thriving. Take care of yourself. Don't pull off the road just because of something I said. Or if you're working, have both hands on the controls of that press or whatever you're doing. And I hope you have a successful day. That's it. So I have my cup of Reparations coffee in hand, ready to go, and I'm gonna just take a sip. If you want to take one at the same time, Don Julio's in the house. Nice to see you. And well, let's talk about at least the article that Gunfox was talking about here. You know, I should probably check the Discord server too. I forgot to do that this morning. But anyway, here's what Gunfox was talking about this morning. So that London County, Virginia schools. Now this is the Breitbart version of this article. London County Sheriff is investigating multiple incidents of inappropriate touching in a middle school. Well, isn't that special? An investigation is underway in London County by the sheriff's office after multiple reported incidents of a male student touching other students inappropriately at the district middle school, or at a district middle school. The London County Sheriff's Office reported Thursday the school resource office learned from school personnel that on Wednesday a male student had been inappropriately touched over his clothing by another male student in a hallway of Harmony Middle School. Okay, that's the press release. At the time, detectives have determined there are additional male students who were inappropriately touched by the same juvenile. Those incidents had not been previously reported to school officials or law enforcement. The LSCO is currently conducting follow-up with school officials, witnesses, and parents. Boy, another scandal for London County schools. The report comes only 2 days after high school students in the scandal-ridden school district held a walkout in support of other sexual assault victims. Now, I didn't hear about that. It looks like they have some video here. The walkout occurred one day after a London County judge found a boy guilty of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl. The boy was wearing a skirt and entered the girl's bathroom at Stonebridge High School. And here's the walkout here of students at LCPS. Broad Run High School in London County. Students in support of recent sexual assault victims in the district, including this school, asking for safer schools. So a little video of that. This is the kids taking part. Now, you know, here's the thing. Good for these kids. It's not necessarily unusual for students to join in a walkout, but good. Are some opportunists by doing this? I have no idea. But it is good that some kids are taking a stand on this, so good for them. Now, thank you, Scotty Dubs. I could have sworn that came up. Hang on a second here. Let's turn this off for a second. Thank you, Scotty Dubs, for sponsoring the show through YouTube Super Chat. It says, MSM having a meltdown over Tucker's documentary about January 6th. You gotta love it. Yeah, I haven't seen either thing. I know there's a whole lot of consternation among the media. And in fact, let me see here. Is there anything in my list here? I had, where is it? It'd be under First Amendment issues. No, it's not in here. But yeah, they're freaking out because Tucker is saying that, there's some elements to this story that just don't fit the narrative that they keep talking about. And it's fascinating because there's still people out there calling that an insurrection. Did that work? I can't even hear myself. The insurrection. Yes, it worked. Okay. Why is this music up so loud? Am I turning the wrong volume key out here? There, is that better? At least I can hear myself now. It was just up so loud. Can you still hear the music? I'm like, it's Funky Friday, so I gotta have the funk, but the funk can't be drowning me out. All right, anyway, in fact, let's look for that. Let's see, Tucker. I'm just typing Tuck. Okay, Tucker Carlson. Let's see what, let's just look at the meltdown on Twitter. Now, here's something that Tucker tweeted out that's interesting because he's getting lambasted for this. Politicians don't get to put parameters around your thoughts or conversations. Free people are allowed to ask any question they want. Now, let's listen. You know what? I gotta turn the music off for a second because I want to hear what Tucker says about this, because apparently Liz Cheney doesn't like what Tucker said about it. Well, let's see. Let's hear about that. Let's listen to Tucker here. Just a second. Let's make this so you can see it a little bit. Hang on. Good morning, infamous one, by the way. And did I say good morning, special can acid? Well, I'm saying it now. We're good with audio right now. Okay, here's Tucker talking about people talking about him, I think.
The last time we showed you a trailer for something called Patriot Purge. It's our new investigative documentary on what happened on January 6th. It debuts Monday on Fox Nation. This morning we woke up to this tweet. It comes from Congresswoman Liz Cheney of suburban Virginia, who for some reason represents the state of Wyoming in the House. Quote, Fox News is giving Tucker Carlson a platform to spread the same type of lies that provoked violence on January 6th.
Oh, now. Okay, this explains why Carlson's saying that you can ask any kind of questions you want. And first of all, Liz Cheney's one of the people who still calls it an insurrection, which there was no insurrection. According to the FBI, if you ask the FBI, there was no insurrection. There was a riot, but there was no insurrection. How do you have an insurrection when people just roam around a building for a couple hours and then peacefully leave when finally asked to? Is that an insurrection? What kind of an insurrection? They had no weapons. They had unless you count like someone's crutches as a weapon. And, obviously some of them did some shitty stuff to the police officers, and they should be charged with assault. But people calling it insurrection, that's pretty embarrassing if you think about it. I mean, plus there's some new video out there showing, just people walking around the building, police walking right by them, not even slowing them down, not even trying to kick them out. Insurrection, and also insurrection, it's almost as if, because they say that, I listen to people say things like, well, they were planning to take over the Congress and install their own government. Really? With some crutches and some flagpoles and taking selfies? Is that how you take over the government? A few hundred people going into a building is how you take over the government? I'm not sure I understand how that works. But anyway, let's see what Tucker continues here. Hello, infamous one.
At the bottom of her statement, Cheney made her point explicit. Make this man stop talking. Deplatform his show at once. That was the point of the tweet, and it was pretty amusing to read it. This is not CNN. We work for Fox News. Our bosses don't pull people off the air just because some screechy little politician doesn't like what we said. Sorry, Ms. Cheney. Keep in mind that Liz Cheney has not even seen the film.
Oh, Tucker, you're some screechy little politician. Now, granted, Liz Cheney does not have a screechy voice. Let's just be honest. But she's become one of the most annoying people who are on the Republican side of the aisle right now. And it's interesting the point he made at the beginning, because Liz Cheney lives in Virginia, but represents Wyoming. I don't know when the last time she lived in Wyoming was. She doesn't go home to Wyoming. Anyway, I don't think she's probably going to be voted out anyway. But anyway.
She's so angry about just the trailer, 1 minute and 42 seconds.
I want to see the trailer.
From 3 full episodes. Liz Cheney is not waiting for the facts here. She knows for certain that we've got weapons of mass destruction, and she plans to invade.
Oh.
According to Liz Cheney, this show is dangerous because we dared to report on what actually happened on January 6th. This show is somehow, she says, abetting violence. Now, if that argument sounds familiar, there's a reason that it does. That argument is a staple of those hysterical purple-haired college activists you see yelling at people in viral videos. Your speech is violence, they shout. Our violence is speech.
All right, now real quick. Thank you, Scotty Dubs, again, another 5 through Super Chat, who says, it was a false flag psyop. Revolver has had great investigative coverage. I'll post link in the chat. Fantastic. Please do. And, there's certainly, absolutely elements of what you just said there. Now, a couple things that come to mind immediately is one, the one government informant, or I don't know if he's an informant. He certainly has some informant tendencies. Mr. What's his name? The Proud Boys leader, who just happened to get arrested before everyone went to the Capitol, or before we went into Washington D.C. They didn't let him be anywhere near the Capitol. And that was convenient. One of their informants just happens to be detained and removed from that possibility of that scene. Another one, and I'm sure this will come up in Tucker's report, but you notice how, and maybe you saw these reports, but there were people, Antifa types, that were heading to Washington, D.C. to counter protest, right? And there were, in fact, this, normally at these big Republican events, there are counter protesters everywhere. In fact, often counter protesters rival the numbers of the rally people. Remember, because Trump was having a rally, and normally there's thousands and thousands and thousands of counter protesters that you have to keep away. But what's fascinating about January 6th is there were reports of Antifa types being pulled off the road and told not to go into D.C. And there was just this amazing lack of counter protesters. Now, and usually there's violence from the counter protesters. They all just miraculously all stayed away when they knew there was a rally for Trump in town. And that's one of the more amazing things. Plus, that guy that was the Antifa guy that was dressed in MAGA gear, and he was trying to get people to destroy stuff as they went into the building, into the Congress, and they weren't doing it. They weren't doing it. He's like, we're here and you're not doing it. You could burn this shit down. And they didn't do it. But he was there encouraging people to break the windows. In fact, I think he was involved in breaking the windows. And it's just weird. In that time, there were so many just how do you describe? There's so many just contradictory things going on that day that, the police didn't try to stop people from breaking in. They just watched them. Like they were almost as though they were told to stand down. So, yeah, there's so many things that are weird. And thank you, Scotty Dubs, for pointing that out. And also thank you for sponsoring the show again. You are greatly, greatly appreciated. let's see. I saw a couple other people come in. Got infamous one, William Stenshiver, and I saw Small Man's in the house, Higgs in the house. Good morning, hi Cindy. If you're in the background, I'm assuming. So anyway, let's get back to Tucker here.
So in other words, burning down America's cities is a civil rights protest. Shooting an unarmed female Trump supporter to death is an act of courage, but objecting to racist propaganda being posed on your kids in school, that's terrorism. Lock those parents up.
Right.
Now, that is the official position of the Democratic Party and has been for at least a year.
But it's also the official position of Liz Cheney. Imagine that. Liz Cheney has that same position. Let me see if let me go here.
What's interesting is that suddenly it is Liz Cheney's position, too.
Well, there you go. I haven't even watched this yet. And I here, let me give myself one of these. All right.
As you can see why Cheney was so enraged by our trailer. Until yesterday, she and Nancy Pelosi had a monopoly on how Americans were allowed to understand January 6th. It was a racist insurrection, they told us to a straight faces. It was the single worst day of political violence since 9/11 and the Civil War. That was their often repeated storyline, and they were entirely in charge of that storyline. No questions were allowed. But unfortunately for them, that is not how a free society works.
Ding.
Politicians don't get to put parameters around your thoughts or conversations. Free people are permitted to ask any question they want. They can follow the facts to their own logical conclusions. And that's exactly what we set out to do months ago when we began reporting out this story. We spoke to dozens of people who were directly involved in the events of January 6th. We screened hundreds of hours of relevant videotape. What we found in the end bore no resemblance whatsoever to the story that you have heard repeatedly from Liz Cheney and from Nancy Pelosi, as well as from their many obedient mouthpieces in the media. They were lying. We'll have all the details for you next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
In the meantime, by the way, we had hoped very much to speak to Liz Cheney directly tonight. Sniping over social media can be amusing, but it's not really the way adults communicate with each other. So we called Liz Cheney's office this morning to invite her on the show, but she emphatically refused to come.
You know.
It turns out that Liz Cheney is not simply a liar, she is also a coward. It's not really surprising. Neocons usually are cowards.
Oh, damn.
In any case, our offer...
Damn, Doug. Doug's on fire. He's pulling no punches with this, with Ms. Congresswoman Cheney.
Liz Cheney is always welcome on the show anytime. On the way outside, we want to show you again what we've been working on. It premieres Monday.
Okay, let's watch this trailer.
What it looks like. Hey, it's Tucker Carlson. We spent the last couple of months working on a project that we are finally...
What the fuck's going on with his hair there? He's like he got out of bed and went to a green screen in his basement. Look at his head. What's wrong with you there, Tucker? I don't give a shit about Tucker's hair, but he looks like, doesn't he look like he just got out of bed? All right, I'm sorry. Let's watch the trailer to this thing.
Ready to roll out. For a full week, we're going to get to the bottom of what really happened on January 6th. There's been an unprecedented level of propaganda about that day. We think we found the truth. We've got a multi-part series on it on Tucker Carlson Originals called Patriot Purge. That's on Fox Nation. Another Fox Nation show, Tucker Carlson Today, is going to feature episodes with interviews tying it all together.
Now, there's another thing that always gets me about the January 6th thing, because, you know, I see that a lot of times they show pictures, and they have the pictures of the people climbing the wall, and they have the pictures that people inside the Capitol building. But the one picture that the media seems to love is the picture that's taken from pretty far back, right? They from pretty far back, and it's a picture with there's smoke in the air, and it's lit up, and the light looks like there's a giant fire in the middle of all those people, right? And I'm always fascinated by why they use that picture, because they're giving you an impression that much like for example, like much of the riots of the prior 2 years, that they were setting something on fire there. But the truth is there were no fires set during the Capitol riot, right? Those pictures are of when the police used flashbangs, okay? And so the light from the flashbangs pop off and they get the picture right as those happen. And also those different things, they also create smoke. So it made it look like from distance, there's this riot with fires and everything everywhere. Did you know that there was not a big fire on January 6th? Were you aware of that? I mean, I knew that. I've known that all along, but every time I see that picture, it's like, oh my gosh, if you had no idea, saw none of the footage, saw nothing of that was going on, and you just saw that picture and didn't hear the word insurrection, you'd think that they were burning down the building. But what's amazing, other than them breaking, whoever it was that broke windows to get in the building, some windows were broken. And I think someone took a podium and someone took Nancy Pelosi's, laptop, and there some papers were moved around. They didn't really damage anything in the building. There were no fires. They weren't breaking shit just random willy nilly. It's a whole fascinating thing, and also the fact that this is not the first time that the Capitol building's been breached or been held by protesters, or and certainly there have been worse incidents. Of course, back in '56 when the I think they were Puerto Rican nationals came in and they shot 5 people. No, that didn't happen. This insurrection just didn't happen. Anyway, let's watch the rest of this trailer.
Together.
Hi, Quippers, what's happening? Quippers United in the house. Nice to see you.
It's an exclusive first look.
Okay, so here we go. Now here's some footage from Dawg.
What exactly happened on January 6th? How much of what we were told about that day is a lie?
If that was an insurrection, it was the most poorly conducted insurrection ever.
Patriot Purge, all next week.
Okay.
Exclusively on Fox Nation.
All right, looking forward to it. I am actually looking forward to seeing that now. Now, the media and Twitter dingbats are losing their minds over this. But there are some funny things here. Self-explanatory. This is what happens when your adrenochrome and foreskin supply is cut off. Oh my God. That's not nice. When you go 3 days without child's blood. Oh, the memes. Celebrity name that celebrity. Oh my God, he looks horrible. This is not what not having adrenochrome looks like. Okay, I don't know why that's in there, but it's funny. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of people supporting Tucker is on this. Chernovich says, I've never seen anyone this mad over a movie they haven't seen. Oh, here's Liz Cheney's tweet. It appears that Fox News is giving Tucker Carlson a platform to spread the same type of lies that provoked violence on January 6th, as Fox News knows the election wasn't stolen and January 6th was not a false flag operation. No, well, if it wasn't, it certainly wasn't an insurrection either. Oh, here's Tucker's other trailer here. Hang on, let's see this one.
The domestic war on terror is here, is coming after half of the.
This is fascinating too, because they are using this to paint half, as this guy's about to say, half the country as well, traitors, as against democracy. And it's a media drumbeat. It's the Democrats drumbeat, this January 6th committee, And it's this. Hey, you know what's interesting? It just clicked in my head. This guy kind of looks like Andrew Breitbart, doesn't he? I don't even know who this is, but he has kind of an Andrew Breitbart vibe going right there. Just anyway, if you know familiar with Andrew Breitbart, anyway.
Country.
The helicopters have left Afghanistan, and now they've landed here at home.
And the left is hunting the right, staking them in Guantanamo Bay for American citizens, leaving them there to rot.
We are dealing with an insurgency in the United States.
Terrorism from white supremacy is the most lethal threat to homeland.
I've been told that I'm a white nationalist. Me.
FBI!
Ali.
They've begun to fight a new enemy in a new war on terror.
Not Al-Qaeda, white supremacy.
False flags have happened in this country. One of which may have been January 6th.
Okay, interesting trailer there. Okay, got it. Cool. Truck and Bear? No way. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the show, dude. 11 likes and 25 watching. Smash that like button, people. We need to bump up those rookie numbers. Hey, I'm telling you, hit the like button. Yeah, speaking of which, the Morning Night Live is brought to you by you, the viewers of the Morning Night Live, as Truck and Bear recommends. And, you know, we cannot go against what Truck and Bear recommends. Hit the like button. That always helps. And also, while you're at it, share the stream. You can share the stream on any social media. If you want to find me on social media, I'm at PDawgKnight on all of them. Twitter, Mindsgab, CloudHub, Parler, and Getter. And perhaps soon to be Truth Media. Or what is it? What is it called? Truth something. Truth Social. Truth Social. And then also you can sponsor the show through Streamlabs, through YouTube SuperChats, and a couple other options that you can find in the description down below if you just want to do some direct sponsorship. So I appreciate that. And also, but big one right now, if you're watching the show, tweet someone you know or send it to someone you know. Also, good morning, Johnny Hellcat. Nice to see you, my brother. Also, HP Lovecraft is in the house. Nice to see you too. Anyway. Oh, sorry, my guy, night shift has been keeping me away. Oh, well, I'm usually in bed by now. Well, you know what? I understand that completely as someone who works really weird hours. All right. So anyway, back to people talking about Tucker. I wasn't going to talk about Tucker this long, but I'm glad Gunfox brought it up. Now, it's funny. So there's people in here on Twitter, though. Someone named Johnny Gallagher. If people don't see the scary resemblance of the Nazis' rise to power in Weimar, Germany, and today's GOP, they clearly aren't paying attention. So are the Democrats the communists in Germany that was having the power struggle with the Nazis? Is that what you're saying? Dude, it seriously looks like Tucker Carlson is trying to emulate Goebbels at every juncture. Or Edward R. Murrow. One of the two. Which one is it? You know? Cox. Now, this is Cox.com. If this airs on Fox on the cable I get from you, which subsidizes this propaganda, I'm cutting the cord in 30 years as your customer. Enough is enough. Cox Customer Care. Hi, what is truth? We definitely appreciate you being a part of Cox family for 30 years and would hate to lose you. We do not control what a network airs. Sherrill. Oh, good answer, Sherrill. We don't control what a network airs, and nor should they. They're just a provider of the service. I've watched this 3 times, and maybe my take is different, but it almost appears as if Tucker's trying to say a war on white supremacy is a bad thing. I don't think this video is helping Republicans as much as he thinks. Well, who says he's trying to help Republicans? You know, that's just it. Does he necessarily have to be trying to help Republicans? Good God. They're trying so hard. Already been done. White rage, an in-depth look at insurrection in America. Okay. Read my lips. there was no insurrection. Period. It was not an insurrection. Not an insurrection. Sorry. All right. It's going to be epic. Elijah Schaefer says, no one knows his viewers more than Tucker Carlson. He knows what his viewers crave, no matter how sick and ridiculous it is. Maybe, does it ever cross your mind, maybe what you're thinking is sick and ridiculous? Anyway, people are losing their minds, losing their freaking minds over this. And I'm all over it. I mean, over it. Anyway, couple thank yous real quick. Thank you, Hub, a.k.a. Marks Was Dumb, and Scribe Light, and Somnambule Nation for retweeting the show this morning, and Somnambule Nation for doing it on your own. I appreciate that, and I'm just going to retweet you here, too, because I appreciate it. And so let's move on. I'm done talking about this. Here's a good one for you. I'm going random right now. This one's right. In fact, Scribe, I know, did a TEDx talk on this particular woman. Her name is Brittany Cooper. She's a professor at Rutgers. A professor at Rutgers University. Now, I should just prep. This was fascinating. Brittany Cooper has a thing about time. And I don't mean, if I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. Okay, I'm not going to sing the whole song, but shout out to Jim Croce. Is that Jim Croce who sings that? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, Brittany Cooper has some feeling about time.
But this long-standing joke about our perpetual lateness to church, to cookouts, to family events, and even to our own funerals. Jesus, woman, catch your breath before you talk. Does she sound like she just ran up some stairs? Good Lord. Remains. I personally am a stickler for time. It's almost as if my mother, when I was growing up, said, we will not be those black people. So we typically arrive to events 30 minutes early. But today, I want to talk to you more about the political nature of time.
Oh, okay.
For if time had a race, it would be white.
Time would be white?
You're fucking a white male!
White people own time.
Oh,
but this
okay. Oh, I'm gonna guess that the Chinese probably own time. They kind of are buying up everything, and I'm pretty sure they've bought time by now. Anyway, I just thought that was funny, and I don't know why I decided to feature that clip, other than I thought it was funny. And it is Friday. Oh, wait a minute. It's Friday, right? It's Friday? I almost forgot to turn the music back on. Funky Friday on the Morning Night Live with your host, Marty, also known as Dawg Knight. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Hey. All right. Anyway, good morning, Nicholas Daly. How you doing? Black people don't have time. What? Who is this racist white supremacist woman? Right. Just like what was that thing that was going about? BLM. They were trying to say that the nuclear family is whiteness, and being productive is whiteness, and being on time is whiteness. It's like, damn, y'all some racist motherfuckers. Good morning, Zombie Teddy, and also Asian Research Directorate. Welcome to the show. All right, let's We did the London County thing already. Oh, let's go back to this London County thing. Because, I gotta turn that music back down. All right, so let's go back to this London County thing because it's funny that the New York Times really doesn't like to talk about this whole thing. But when they finally mention it, where's the Michelle? What's her name? Michelle? Is it? I actually looked this up already. Michelle. Hang on. There's an article that just pissed me off regarding London County. And hopefully I can find it. Oh, did they not? Okay, anyway, her article about the almost saying there was this whole thing about the girl being sexually assaulted was she didn't say it was fake, but that the Republicans' outrage about it was fake. as if like, not that it didn't happen, but what did she write? Anyway, let's go into this article real quick. So here's how the New York Times finally got into this. Is a Daily Caller article. The New York Times mentioned the now famous London County Public Schools sexual assault incident for the first time in a October 27th article on the Virginia gubernatorial race. The article portrays the rape of a high school student in a school restroom by a boy wearing a skirt as a sexual assault case that revived Republican criticism of the gender-inclusive bathroom policies in the schools. As in, Republicans pounced. The author commented that the conservative media have lavished national attention on local news, including a rape case in London County, and makes no further mention of the incident or the ensuing scandal. The female in London County student was raped in a school bathroom by a male student wearing a skirt on May 28th. The perpetrator was found guilty Tuesday. The London County School Board held public comment on June on a transgender bathroom policy, during which Superintendent Scott Ziegler denied any knowledge of sexual assault in school restrooms. Ziegler had in fact sent an email to the school board detailing the incident the day it happened. WTOP radio reported the attacker allegedly sexually assaulted another student in a school classroom months later. Now, since the Daily Wire broke the story on October 11th, London County School Board members stepped down, students staged a walkout, and parents protested at the Department of Justice. New York Times has not published an article about the case and only briefly mentioned it in a related article. Oh, that's this one. Okay, that's not the one I want. The Times did respond to the Daily Caller News Foundation for comment, or did not. But they finally did an there was this op-ed finally. Where is it? Where is the article? Nope, the link is to the wrong place. Doggone it. Anyway, I wanted to show you that article. I read it yesterday. Well, maybe I'll get to it on Monday. Let's stay on education topics, though. Here's an interesting one. Apparently, a hot mic catches a school board parent, a school board president saying "fuck you" to a parent. Oh, this is good. The president of a California school board is facing criticism and calls to resign after a hot mic caught her telling parents "fuck you" during a Tuesday meeting discussing masks in classrooms and a vaccine mandate. Los Alamitos Unified School Board of Education President Marlis Davidson can be heard on the mic using disparaging language during the meeting. Let's pause the music just so we can hear this clearly. Hold on. Let's see. Let's pause this. And let's listen. Let's take a listen to the school board president of Los Alamitos County, California. Oh, what happened?
Fuck you.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Fuck you.
Oh, well, and that's special. Parent Lauren Rapuli was addressing the board about issues surrounding the mask mandate for students before question. Get up! What the hell? That's not what I meant to do. What's going on here? Get off my screen there. Okay, that drag. Anyway, now I lost the article. All right, we're gonna move on. Broward County School takes elementary students to a gay bar. So a school in Broward County, Florida, Wilton Manors Elementary School, took students to Rosie's, a local gay bar, for a field trip. A school board member announced Wednesday. The Florida Department of Education is sending an investigator to school Friday to determine if there is a legally sufficient complaint. The school spokesman told the Daily Caller News Foundation, I was so honored to be invited to chaperone Wilton Manor Elementary School's field trip to the incredible Rosie's. The students and I had a fun walk over and learned a lot about our community. A huge thank you to Rosie's Bar and Grill for hosting this special field trip every year. Now, Rosie's. This is a school board member, and they walked over to. Now, why is there a field trip to any bar and grill, period? It doesn't matter if it's a gay bar. Why was there a field trip to a bar and grill for elementary students? I don't know. Broward County School Board member Sarah Leonardi attended the field trip and commented, I was so honored to be invited to chaperone. The students and I had a fun walk over, learned a lot about our community. She also mentioned that this is an annual trip, blah, blah, hosted by the gay bar for children. Photos from the event show 18 children who appear to be under the age of 10 wearing masks and matching T-shirts outside of Rosie's. Here it is. Now let's learn a little bit. We're gonna go into the Liberals of TikTok account, and we're gonna look at learn a little bit about Rosie's. So here's the school in Broward. Okay, here is this is Mom's. I remember when school field trips were Butterfly World, Bonnet House, or a museum. School board. Okay, they went to they went to a bar and grill. It's and I don't even care that it's. I mean, I kind of care that it's LGBT, a gay bar, but that's not even the problem. Why are you taking kids to a bar for a field trip? But here's some of the menu items: big girl burgers, Rhoda Cowboy, Ivana Hooker, Helena Bun, Georgia Blue, Young Ranch Hand, Willie Cheesesteak, the left one, because sometimes the left ones are bigger. Fantastic. Those are the menu items. And then here they are. They're taking a field trip to Rosie's, the gay bar with the rainbow ceiling. Fan-fucking-tastic. And then let's see. This is the menu here. Yeah, these are some of the handheld food. Young Ranch Hand, big fish tacos. The Willie cheesesteak. The big BLT. Yeah, those are some of the yes, those are some of the menu items. And then here, let's see. Here's the about for Rosie's Bar and Grill. Rosie's Bar and Grill has been a tropical oasis since in the middle of Island City, Wilton Manor, since 2006, offering amazing food and refreshing drinks and sassy fun. Whether you come for lunch or dinner or Sunday fun day brunch, or for just a few drinks, whether you are LGBTQ+ or an ally, whether you are local or visiting, whether you come with a group. The jokes write themselves. Or venture out solo. You will have a memorable experience with the most talented crew in South Florida. See you soon. And you know what? Like I said, why are they going to a bar? Period. And I'm sure Rosie's probably has some really great food. A lot of, bar and grills have great food, but probably not kid. I wonder, here's the question I have. Do they have a kids menu? Ew. Good God. Good God Almighty. All right, I'm going to move that tab over there, and we're going to let's talk about the Virginia governor's race a little bit. So apparently breaking news is Glenn Youngkin is now up, leading Terry McAuliffe in Virginia. Now, it's one poll, so it could be an outlier, but Republican Glenn Youngkin holds a clear lead over Democrat Terry McAuliffe in the Virginia gubernatorial race with 5 days to go before the election day, according to a just-released poll. Now, this is the Fox News survey, showed Youngkin leading McAuliffe by 8 percentage points, 53 to 45, among likely voters, with just 2% supporting other candidates or undecided. That represents a dramatic turnaround from just 2 weeks ago, when the same poll showed McAuliffe with 51% support among likely voters, 46% supporting Youngkin, and 3% undecided and supporting other candidates. Youngkin also leads McAuliffe by a single percentage point among all registered voters, a 12-point turnaround and from 2 weeks earlier, when McAuliffe held a 52-41 advantage among registered voters. So they're distinguishing between between registered voters and likely voters. Oh, I forgot to turn the music back on. There we go. Now, and this is the article from the New York Post here. The poll also shows some more bad news for President Biden, as fewer than half of Virginia's registered voters, 45%, approve of the job he's doing as president, down 6 percentage points from just 2 weeks ago. On the other hand, 53% of registered voters and 56% of likely voters disapprove of Biden's job performance, up from 48 and 49 respectively in the mid-October survey. Oh gosh, I feel so bad for all of them. And I'm sure you do too. McAuliffe, who served as Virginia's governor between 2014 and 2018, had been considered a strong favorite to keep the Commonwealth executive mansion in Democratic hands after Biden carried Virginia by 10 percentage points in last year's presidential election. As recently as late August, one poll of likely voters showed McAuliffe leading Youngkin by 9 percentage points. However, McAuliffe has stumbled repeatedly on the topic of education, long considered a pet Democratic issue, as parents raise concerns about the implementation of critical race theory and other controversial topics in the K-12 curricula. During a September 28th debate, McAuliffe flatly stated, quote, "I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach," when asked to respond to complaints about sexually explicit books. Youngkin jumped on the issue, accusing McAuliffe in the same debate of trying to suppress and silence parents so schools could push a woke radical agenda in classrooms. Kind of crazy that now again, one poll very well could be an outlier, but we'll see, because there's I think 3 or 4 other polls are going to be dropping over the next few days from other outlets. We'll see if they have similar results. So FTG to Terry McAuliffe. Anyway, now we've been talking a lot about violence and threats of violence and who the DOJ should be, concerned about. And for whatever reason, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, seems to think that the DOJ should be concerned about violence and threats from parents towards school boards and teachers and educators and everyone else that they're not really threatening. But one area that perhaps the Attorney General should focus on is, let's put it this way. Recently, we saw Senator Kyrsten Sinema being followed into a bathroom and being harassed while she was doing her business on the porcelain bus, or what do you call it, the porcelain throne. And now we have now this one though. My point was, we should be wondering who Merrick Garland should be looking at. Well, maybe we should be looking at news media and the kind of bile and dangerous rhetoric that they're spreading, because apparently a CNN cameraman's voicemail for Congressman Matt Gaetz with the message, "I'm going to put a bullet in you." CNN is radicalizing its own staff against Republican members of Congress. Yes, they're radicalizing their own employees, and it's not a good thing. Gene Huelsman, 57, a professional cameraman for outlets such as This Is CNN, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan O'Brien, and a plethora of Hollywood award shows, has been caught on audio recording threatening to, quote, fucking kill Congressman Matt Gaetz. The voicemail, detailed in its entirety below, also reveals Huelsman's plan to kill Gaetz along with one of his children. Isn't he special? The 1 minute 57 recording was distributed along with a photograph of Huelsman of Thousand Lakes, California, and details his race, height, weight, hair, eye color, and age. The document accompanying the voicemail alerts anyone who comes into contact with Huelsman to immediately call the police. Huelsman has worked on Democratic debates, World News Tonight with David Muir, Pod Save America. He also posts far-left support on his personal Facebook page. More shockingly, Huelsman has worked on Nickelodeon. Wonder if he's radicalizing chillins while he's at it. Such as the Kids' Choice Award. In the audio recording, he repeatedly threatens deadly violence against children. Good Lord. Who is this guy? Let's listen to the recording. I'm going to pause the music again because we want to make sure you can hear this very clearly. So here is the recording by this apparently bit of a psychopath MFer. Here it is. And this is a long recording. Here it is. Hopefully.
Tell Matt Gaetz to watch his back. Tell him to watch his children. Tell him to watch everyone. I'm coming for him. He's going to fucking die. He's a fucking despicable fucking tyrant.
My.
And I'm going to fucking kill him.
Wait. Despicable.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
Despicable effing tyrant. How's he a tyrant? How can Matt Gaetz is one man in Congress? He's not a tyrant. Anyway.
Fucking Matt Gaetz. You're fucking despicable. You're fucking despicable. Play this fucking recording for Matt Gaetz. You're fucking despicable. Watch your back, you fucking pig. I'm gonna fucking plant a bullet in the back of your fucking head, you skunk fuck. You're fucking despicable. Fucking tyrant, bastard, piece of shit. You're a fucking skunk. Watch your back and watch your kids. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you, you fucking piece of shit. And your goddamn fucking Republican pieces of shit. You're a fucking skunk. Shove your fucking Antifa up your ass, you skunk fuck. You fucking sucking Trump's dick, you piece of shit. You're a goddamn piece of shit. Play this fucking recording for Matt Gaetz. That fucking piece of shit. Tyrant skunk fuck. You want to call me back? Do it. I dare you. I'm 91360. That's my zip code, you piece of shit. You skunk fuck, ugly motherfucker. You're despicable. Play the entire fucking recording for him.
Sounds like Farrah Cousins.
You're a fucking despicable prick motherfucker. How do you look at yourself in the mirror, you ugly fuck? goddamn skunk. You're despicable. Why don't you go suck that orange turd's dick again, you skunk? You fucking despicable fuck. Watch your back. I'm coming for you. I'm going to put a bullet in you. I'm going to put a bullet in one of your fucking kids, too. I hate you. I hate you. I hate your wife. I hate your despicable children. Fuck you. Die in a hole. I hope you die in a shallow grave, you despicable tyrant.
So, apparently, Matt Gaetz is despicable. Wow. He's, I gotta tell you, he sounds stable. So anyway, I wonder if the Department of Justice has contacted this gentleman yet. He's very interesting. All right, let's you know what? I only have a few minutes left, and I didn't have a whole lot of stuff pulled up. So let's do this. So let's watch some videos. We're gonna go on. Let's do some TikTok videos. How's that sound? Thank you, Jack Cochran, for retweeting the show. I don't know if you showed up, but I appreciate you throwing that out there. Let's. Oh, what the hell did I do? I screwed that up. There's notifications. Oh, here we go. So let's just watch some videos. What the fuck? Okay. I wonder where this is. Okay, so apparently this they're in a fight, and this girl, I don't know if I want to show this. I will leave a link to this one. Student stabs another student repeatedly in a Nebraska high school while all their classmates look on. The one's got. I wouldn't mess with someone swinging a knife around either. I've got to tell you. But I'm not gonna show that one. Let's do this. We'll go. Oh, here we go. I'll leave it open in the. By the way, everything I do, as you know, was that even on the screen? No, it wasn't. All right, now I'll put the screen back on. I'm gonna skip that one though. That one I can't do. Let's see. Here's a Kmart Australia ad. If you're wondering how the culture war is going, well, okay, hold on. This is an ad for Kmart Australia. And I'm sure you'll enjoy this. Here we go.
First time, I gotta say it again for I ain't felt this good in a minute. Only I ain't trying to run it. It feel like it's third down.
Confused.
So I'm a slip bomb like I'm Emmitt Smith. Yeah, I'm going in, baby. Yeah, I'm trying to win, baby. Yeah, you know the biz, baby. Yeah, you know the biz, baby.
The problem with doing
the way we win, it ain't fair.
Okay, and the problem with doing you get the point. Problem with doing TikTok videos is you're always going to hit one of those music things, get one of the music things busted on you. So anyway, but I guess that's some fashion in Australia. I always thought that Australians, men, were the rugged former criminal types, but apparently there's some different choices of style. Okay, let's check out this one. Let's see. Urging change of gender to be criminalized. Interesting. This is from the Times. This is Times London, I think. From next spring, it will be illegal to convince someone to change their sexuality or gender identity. Adults who persuade children to change their gender will face criminal sanctions under government plans. The next spring, it will be illegal to convince someone to change their sexuality or gender identity, with extra safeguards to protect adolescents. Now, that's interesting. I think there might be a slight problem, though, in that I'm not sure if that means what they think it means. I know that they're criminalizing anything like that resembles conversion therapy, except there's no language. They criminalize conversion therapy, but don't they allow conversion therapy for someone who wants to change their gender? Isn't that kind of what you're doing when you assist someone to change their gender? That's a conversion therapy, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else is here. We'll look at a couple more and then we got to get out of here. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Let's look for an actual video. This shootout took place across the street from Johnson J. High School in San Antonio. We're going to skip the shooting. Footage from inside the classroom during the shooting. Nope, we're going to skip that one. Normal West High School in McLean County offers the book Gender Queer to their students. Okay, so this says, good morning. I checked and this is not a book we have purchased as part of our curriculum. It is available in Normal West Library for students who are interested, but it is important to note it is not a required reading for any student. The district consults with professional library journals and awards list when selecting material for its libraries. Here's a link. Okay, so this is from the apparently Dana Brown, Director of Communication and Community Relations for the McLean County School District, number 5. Okay, so there's some sample of the book in the high school. Here's part of something that says, I dreamed about having a massive, painful boner that lasted all day. Okay, great. And then here, for years, my standard method of masturbation was stuffing a sock into the front of my pants and manipulating the bulge. And then this would evolve into hip thrusting while thinking of my latest gay ship. Memory got off the... Okay. Good Lord. And, this was in the book, too. They're showing the kid giving a blowjob. Yeah, that's great fare for your school library. Now, granted, it also, in some of the high schools and schools there, it's in the middle school library, too, because the high school and the middle school are the same school. And, let's just have some appropriate books for kids. All right, and I don't care about censoring it, but does it have to be in that school? Let's see. Oh. Someone made fun of Matt Walsh here by saying, I found Matt Walsh's blog's secret TikTok account.
Hi, everybody. I have a question. What is a woman?
That's a good question.
It should be a very simple question to answer.
Really?
What is a woman?
Good question.
Until that can be answered, how could we have a discussion about trans issues, biological women issues, things like that? Can anybody just give a definition of what a woman is?
Sure, adult female. We've had a definition of woman for at least since people could write dictionaries, or at least since the dawn of man and woman. What do you mean? Can you define woman? Of course you can, and it's not about. See, talking about gender is a whole adult human female. Yes, adult human female. It's pretty simple. There's always been a definition. And so what makes you think there's a different definition? What does he say? Does he say anything else here?
That's it.
Okay, that question's been answered. Now, you don't accept that answer as an adult male human who purports to be a woman.
Everybody.
How do you get this off my screen? Anyway, this is not good. They found 500 rounds of ammo in Alec Baldwin's movie set.
Through the execution of search warrants, we have collected about 600 items of evidence. These include, but are not limited to, 3 firearms, approximately 500 rounds of ammunition, and several pieces of clothing and accessories. Through the execution of search warrants, we...
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, instead of leaving all these open, I'm just going to leave the Libs of TikTok account open and have that in the tabs so you can find this and you can scroll through yourself, because there's always some good cringe in there. We'll try one more here, see what we got. We just did the oh, here we go. TikTok equivalent of overdosing on Jankum. Okay, let's see what this one is.
Maybe it's your prejudices that you need to probe.
It's a song. It's a song. Wait a minute. Hang on. We've got a song. Okay, here's our song of the day. Hello, Brett Hayes, by the way. Good morning. Here's our song of the day. Oh boy, here we go. Song of the day.
If you're cis and you won't date trans folks, you're transphobe.
Why? If you're trans, but you say you're a lesbian, let's say you're a trans woman, you say you're a lesbian, so you will only date women, but you won't date a trans man because they're... Wait. No, that doesn't work. I don't know. You don't know what? So you're saying that you have to date trans people? Why? Why do I have to date anybody? Why is there anybody I have to date?
Now, if that made you mad, maybe it's your prejudices that you need to probe.
Well, I'm certainly going to avoid probing you. Sorry, not interested.
No matter the reasons you've got, you're reducing us to when we disrobe.
Yes. Because I don't want your dick. Or a design of vagina. Either way. It's either a dick or a road to nowhere. And humans are interested in reproduction, even though we don't always do that strictly for reproduction, but I'm just saying.
And that kind of thinking ain't sophisticated. It's more,
if it's not
more like microbes.
It's not sophisticated. Who the fuck are you to determine whether they're not sophisticated? And maybe, what if I'm not interested in being sophisticated? Do I give a fuck about being sophisticated?
I know.
Oh, yes. I'm reducing you to biological facts. Okay, good. Yeah, I got you.
Think you've got good reasons. Maybe you do.
Do I need to have any reasons to determine whether or not I'm going to have sex with you or date you? Or do I why do I even need a reason? Does a woman need a reason to say no? Does anybody need a reason to say no? Huh? Are you saying that it's mandatory now? Interesting.
Trauma's real, it's hard to heal. I'd never say that isn't true.
Well, you clearly are confused.
But transphobia is transphobia, and you won't get a pass when we're through.
Okay, if that's what you want to call it, I don't care. Really. So, oh my God. So glad I'm married.
We're human beings, not sex organs, cis lesbians. I'm talking to you.
Oh. She is talking to lesbians who don't want dick. Oh my goodness. It does sounds a bit like a threat too, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Look at that face. That's the I'm going to make you date me lesbian face. Oh, good Lord. That's a little frightening. And on that note, on that cheery note, ladies and gentlemen, before you do anything else, I'm sorry, remove your head from the toilet. Say, before you do anything else, make sure you hit the like button before you go, because if you didn't like that, at least you might like me, and you'll forgive me for that. So anyway, and also thank you for being here today. If you would be so kind, hit the like button, share the stream before, during, after the show, and if you're watching on replay, please leave a comment in the comment section. Just say hi so I know you were here. I appreciate no one who watched the after party, or not the after party, that's Monkey Show. Just whoever watched the replays. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, there are several ways you can do it in the description down below, including going to the merch store and buying a Resist Fascism cup or t-shirt, which I haven't checked out in a while. Thank you so much for being here today. Oh, Black Hebrew Israelite with a late sponsor to the show. Black Hebrew Israelite.
You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the
day. Thank you for sponsoring the show, sir. Who says, kill it with fire. What the fuck am I a witness to? This was promised in the book of Revelations, where up is down and right is wrong.
That's right.
Maybe Jesus is close to coming back. Oh my God. Well, I'm not ready to go that far, but every day there's a little more. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please share the stream, sponsor the show, hit the like button, and have a fantastic weekend. I'm not sure. We're probably doing a trail stop stream tomorrow. I also have to do a makeup show sometime. It also is possible that I will not be here Monday. If you follow me on one of the social media outlets, Twitter, Minds, Gab, Parler, Cloud Hub, Getter, and Minds, I said that already. I will leave notifications there, and also notifications via YouTube. If we're not, there's a possibility I'm going to be joining my daughter as she has her second ultrasound. So we'll see. If I'm not here Monday, that's why. But we will probably do a trail stop stream tomorrow. Look forward to that. And everyone have a great weekend, but it is time for me to go. My name is P. Oh, by the way, did I do this yet? I didn't even, there, Black Hebrew Israelite. You are the superstar sponsor today. Also, thank you, Gunfox61, Scotty Dubs, and Scotty Dubs for sponsoring the show. Greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. Y'all have a great weekend. My name's PDawgKnight, and I am out of here. Bye-bye. Hey, this is PDawgKnight, and thank you for watching today on the PDawgKnight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cashapp, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawgKnight, and I'm out of here.